Morning, we'll call the May 21st DRC meeting to order. We'll start with roll call. Community Development is present. Police.
Mike McKinley.
Public Works.
Vladimir Simonovsky, City Engineer, present.
Fire.
Jeremy Holderfield.
And Building is not present this morning. Just remind everybody to speak into the microphone. The meeting is live streamed. If you're an applicant, if you could come up to the dais so we can get your comments on the record. The first item on the agenda is Crossroads Kelly Park Phase 2B plat. First submittal, Gene Sanchez is the project manager.
Good morning. This is a plot for the 90 single family residential units in Crossroads at Kelly Park. We did receive comments from legal and the city surveyor. The only comment I really want DRC, particularly Public Service, Vlad,
Yes.
I want you to make sure dedications are accurate. I looked at them, they seem fine to me, but I need confirmation.
Yes, I confirmed that the dedications are right. The only question I had was I see the HOA in the documents and I see the Kelly Park Community Development District CDD. So I'm not familiar with the community district, development district.
They are assuming maintenance and everything else for all the infrastructure.
Okay,
And I think we are amending the CDD to include landscaping islands in
Okay,
there,
so-
but that's our most recent.
okay, so who constitutes that entity?
The
It's Kelly Park. It's the entity.
Yeah, there's a
So it's
governing
like how UCF is run, right? They take care of all the infrastructure.
Okay, because the right-of-ways are still dedicated to the city.
That's correct.
But it seems like the drainage system
Is theirs.
is theirs.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a provision there on the plat that at some point the city and CDD can enter into an agreement for the utilities.
Yes.
And the utilities, to me, they should already be constructed and should be city utilities at this point. I guess that's only referring to any repairs, if there's need of some repairs or. Yeah.
I don't know what the language is in the CDD. I suppose we'll have to ask our legal counsel,
Okay.
specifically in terms of utilities. I know they're taking care, I think, of lighting,
Yes, street lighting, I think,
infrastructure,
is included.
stormwater, and
Yes,
stuff like that. I can't recall utilities.
Okay, so that was something that was a little bit unclear to me. But other than that, I think
Mhm.
the right-of-ways are okay. I looked into that.
Yes.
The only comment was, again, per the surveyor note, that some minor corrections need to be made, and that's about it.
Yeah. Well, we also got some housekeeping items from legal counsel.
Yes.
So,
All right, is the applicant in attendance?
no.
No. Okay.
What are they connecting to the north and south?
The other face of Crossroads. This is. Do you have the very front bottom?
Yeah, it's the.
It's this one.
This is the southwest section, I believe. Of
Yep.
The overall.
Correct.
Are there any plans for traffic calming devices on that long road?
I can't recall if there were traffic calming devices on the CSP.
Like a small roundabout at that second, I can't read it, Nickabean or something street? Because we're creating, if it's connecting to other straightaways, we're creating one heck of a long
I'll double
racetrack.
check. I think they also put some on-street parking on a lot of these CSPs and Crossroads. I'll double check what was approved at construction site plan, and I'll send it over to DRC.
And the other side, Bobby, looks like it has a long straightaway too. I thought we'd address some of this stuff when they first came, when Pam was here, about all these long straightaways and some kind of traffic calming in them.
We'll go back, like Gene was saying, and double check the construction site plan. But if it's not detailed on the construction site plan, this is the plat, which is basically a record drawing of the lots and the rights of ways. So almost
there is a
can't
roundabout
deal
there.
with it.
On the second one, which is Nickerbean Street, on the west side. I'm sorry, on the east side.
On the east side or on the
There is a-
entrance.
Yes, there is a road.
But what about over here on the west side? That or
The west side dead ends there.
Well,
You
it's gonna-
have houses.
it's going to be eventually a connection. No, I'm talking about the long straightaway going north and south this way.
Yeah, that one doesn't show on this, but
That or we're gonna have to break it up if it's too far along for some kind of speed calming device. It's gonna have to be broken up by a stop sign or something somewhere. Granted, then we got to go out and enforce the stop sign, but we got to slow the traffic down on that long road somehow. So if you could look into it.
Yep, I'll send you the approved CSP.
Any additional questions? All right, community development has nothing further other than the question or comments that were generated. Police,
I don't have anything other than that.
public works,
no other questions.
fire.
No comments, thank you.
All right, thank you, Gene. Next item, Harmon Center construction site plan first submittal. June Son is the project manager.
Good morning. So this is a revision to the approved CSP that was originally approved in 2022 and revised in 2024. The development is known as the Harmon Center and is located at 1717 Apopka Road. Future land use is commercial, zoning is community commercial. The proposed revision primarily concerns the location of buildings and parking areas. Applicant is available for any comments.
All right, Jeremy, would you like to address the DRC?
Good morning, Jeremy Anderson with Common Oak Engineering. Good morning.
Morning.
I'm here today with Dover Drummond. He's the developer, as well as Eamon Akila, who is the contractor. So Harmon Center has been built and cleared with the city of Apopka. The buildings that are shown in front of you that are highlighted are described for the original approved site plan, as well as the proposed site plan here as buildings C, D, and E. In summary, we combined those buildings. They were 3 individual buildings on the original permitted project, but the developer has a tenant that is occupying the entire building, so it was necessary that we combine those buildings. The approved square footage for the center was at 24,990 square feet. That was the original approved square footage. We're basically there today. We're at 24,987, so it's 3 square feet less, which means it's pretty much exactly what was approved originally from a square footage and an FAR standpoint. We did get an opportunity by combining these buildings into one to add some parking. So the original approved site plan at 115 parking stalls. With this revision, we go up to 123 parking stalls. We're adding 8 parking stalls to the site plan. With the application, we demonstrated that we're meeting the city's impervious area requirements, demonstrated that the stormwater management system works as constructed. And so that's the summary of the request. We have some comments here related to the request. One of them says add the revision. It says revision the construction site plan on the cover page. So we wanted, it's talked about having a land use table, which identified the original approved site plan on that as well. It was a request here to add a separate parking plan and then demonstrate meeting open space. So that's in summary the comments we received. I'd like to kind of go over those just a little bit and see if there's a track that we could go to get an approval like this soon. Just because the contractor and the developer are, the building is already, we've already received a building permit to combine the buildings. It's already been constructed. So really what we're doing is we're adding a parking lot. So, I don't mind adding a separate parking plan, but I do feel that the site plan clearly shows the new parking that is being requested. It's not only delineated by saw cut lines, but also it's hatched. You can't see the hatching as clearly here, but when you zoom in, you can see a little bit clearer. So I guess, that in summary, our request is to kind of help move this project forward if we can. Again, we have demonstrated conformance with the land development regulations. There is, a requirement for showing 7.5% open space, which we meet in the buffer area because the proposed impervious surface is less than 70%. So there's 30% green area on the site now. So that's the plan. So thank you for hearing me out here.
So planning comments are minor comment really. I don't mind not going for a second DRC meeting as long as he address all the comments. But since we have not received any comments from public services.
I did submit the comments last night. I don't know, are they showing in your system? Because I can see it here when you
Yeah.
submit it.
So that's an existing system. We've increased the impervious surface by plus or minus 2%.
Yes.
This stormwater.
Yeah, I looked at everything. So
Yeah.
unless you didn't see the comment, I'm gonna read what I said here.
Okay, I have not
It
seen
was
it.
only one comment. I
Okay.
said there are no substantial deviations from the original approved construction plans. The proposed changes, revisions of the transportation, stormwater, and utility elements have been adequately addressed, as well as the site grading element. It appears that the proposed retaining wall will be designed and constructed by others. If the height of this structure exceeds 30 inches, it will require adequate railing.
Okay.
So that's the only comment I have.
Okay.
I think everything else looks good. I looked at the
Okay.
stormwater, I looked at transportation,
Wonderful.
utilities, everything.
Okay. Thank you. That sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
for some reason maybe I don't know. I see it here in the
Yeah.
OpenGov, but maybe it didn't go through the comment.
Okay. Yeah. So that short retaining wall is less than 30 inches.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I looked at the grading. I was
Yeah.
pretty sure that it's less than
Yeah.
that, but just in case if some changes have
Okay.
happened because somebody else will be constructing that, I wanted to include that note.
Okay.
So
Okay.
whoever is going to be doing the work is aware of that.
Understood. Thank you for that.
All right. Jeremy, you have any additional questions or comments?
So the owner is asking if we're approved. Can we talk about the next steps here? What the city will require us to address these comments?
Sorry, may I? Good morning. My name is Doug Drummond. I'm the developer. This building has been erected, and we already got permit for the build out inside. And this parking lot is crucial for us to make sure that the traffic over there during this construction for the build out is maintained. As it is, we are blocking quite a bit of a space in front of the building at this point. So our goal over here is to expedite this building of this parking to relieve some of our construction site there.
Yeah, it seems like you pretty much got the approval from the DRC. It's just the satisfaction of a couple minor planning comments and
All right.
yes.
All right. Okay. All right. So that's the idea. Appreciate it.
All right. You're
Thank
very
you.
welcome. All right. Thank you, June. Any further questions or comments? All right, community development has nothing additional. Police,
I don't have anything. Thank you.
public works,
I don't have additional
and
comments.
fire.
No comments. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. All right. The final item on the agenda is Amazon DFL5 AVI construction site plan second submittal. Amir is the project manager. I am going to sit in for him today. It looks like this is upside down. So I believe what this is for a little storage facility for trucks to go in and out of at the Amazon facility. You received your comments from DRC. Do you have anything you'd like to address before the DRC? Okay. Any questions for the applicant on this one? I apologize for the plan being upside down. And we saw this one, I think, about 2 weeks ago. Hearing none.
Yeah, no other comments.
Okay. All right. Community development has nothing further. Police,
I don't have anything. Thank you.
public works.
Can you see my comments? Because I completed the review on that.
In OpenGov.
Yeah, in OpenGov, because I can see them here. I don't know.
Let's
It's the
see.
same thing happened like with the other one. Basically, I said that the transportation, stormwater, and utility elements have been adequately addressed, and Public Services Department has no additional comments at this point. So it's
Looks like my OpenGov is CSP 25-6 is not showing up. If your comments aren't in the system, just email them to me,
Okay.
and then we can make sure the applicant
Okay.
gets them. But all right, Jeremy, do you have anything anything on the Amazon?
No comments. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Hearing none. Sounds like you're pretty much good to go. All right. All right. Any items for discussion? Hearing none, we're adjourned.